Today, Marvel 1943's first trailer dropped, Alpha Protocol returns to PC, and the Myst sequel gets a remake. Find about all that and more on today's episode of TouchPad. Hello and welcome to Cross Circle Squared. I am Ben Gerkman and this is TouchPad, your daily video game news show where I break down the most important gaming news stories of the day. Today we actually have a pretty short show. For real this time. I lied yesterday. It ended up being pretty long. This one is very, very trimmed. Really, that's unsurprising. We're right in the middle of GDC, so we do have some announcements from there, but like outside of that, there's really nothing. All the devs are at GDC, so not much to talk about outside of that. First, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the State of Unreal, which is Epic Games' GDC-adjacent keynote. We had a few things announced for Fortnite there, specifically some extra LEGO Fortnite maps, as well as some new additions to the Unreal Fortnite editor. But the biggest drop there was the Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra trailer. This is the Marvel game headed up by Uncharted 1-3 director Amy Hennig, and it's being developed by a team at Lucasfilm Games and Skydance New Media. This is alongside their other Star Wars project, which we don't really have any good info on yet, except that it exists. As for Marvel 1943, though, it got a 2.5-minute trailer, which looks okay, but it's completely cinematic. There's no gameplay or anything, and we don't even really know what kind of game this really is. It features 4 characters. We know that. Captain America, Black Panther, and 2 other random people, as far as I can tell. I'm not a Marvel buff, but one of the other characters is just some American soldier. So it looks okay. Honestly, I wasn't too enticed by this trailer, but there's no gameplay, and I think the plot they're trying to set up just isn't really that interesting to me. So it's whatever. I'll leave a link below if you want to check it out for yourself, though. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is coming 2025. Okay, second up on the docket is that weird Obsidian stealth James Bond Mass Effect RPG Alpha Protocol, which has now made its way back onto PC. Previously, it was only available on Steam, but it got pulled in 2019, and so now we're going to see it on GOG for $20. It's on sale at the moment for $18, so if you're a big Alpha Protocol fan, all 3 of you, you can go ahead and pick it up for a little bit of a discount. As always with GOG, it's DRM free though. It has achievements, should work on newer PCs, has cloud saves, all of the GOG typical things. This is undoubtedly the best way to play this strange, kind of bad, kind of weird RPG, but I'm glad it exists. I'm glad this is possible to play. You don't have to go track down PS3 or anything. This is at least good to see. Okay, for our last story today, we're going to go to Riven, which is a remake of the Myst sequel back in the 90s. It's actually both going to be a standard game, like a normal game, and a VR release. So this is a remake of the second game, I guess, in the Myst series. I actually don't know if there's more than 2, so I'll just call it the Myst sequel. This is first released back in the 90s, and it was similar to the original Myst. It was not a 3D world. This is a fully 3D world. It's unclear if this is a fully reimagined game. Obviously, there's new visuals, but no word on if everything's going to be the same, puzzle-wise and atmosphere-wise. I don't know enough about Riven to really give any sort of advice on that. I've played a little bit of Myst, but I've never touched Riven specifically. So I don't know. This could be an RE2 kind of remake, reimagining, or could just be the Myst remake that we had, what was that, 10, 15 years ago? I don't even remember at this point. But that just kind of put it into a 3D world and kept a lot of the things the same. It's currently set for a 2024 release date. I'll leave it below if you want a wish list. Okay, in some other news, Red Dead Redemption 2 got an update after 18 months of silence. It's just bug fixes, so, Rockstar hasn't fully abandoned the game, but it didn't make them the gazillion dollars it required to keep them interested in it, so, dead game. It's honestly still fun to play. I've put a bunch of hours in the past couple years, even though there's been no new content, but you'll just kind of hit a wall where everything you're doing just repeats, and it's really not that fun at that point. I'm also going to leave a link below to an IGN article talking about the League of Legends MMO. It seems to be having some development issues. It's been completely internally reset. It seems to still be in development at the very least. They're just kind of restarting some things from scratch or what have you. This is in development at the same time as that 2XKO game, which we talked about a few weeks ago. That's the Riot fighting game. That has a 2025 release date, so I really don't imagine we'll see much from this MMO until like at least after that. So 2025, late 2025, 2026, whatever it may be. All right, like I said, pretty short show, and that's all the news we got today. So I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I am Benny Gerkman. This is Cross Circle Squared, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.